Hey there, you beautiful soul. Welcome to Kalana Yoga. My name is Shauna, and I will be guiding you through today's practice. This class is a yoga flow, so get ready to feel balanced, stretched out, lengthened, strong, and best of all, beautiful. This is a recording of a live class that took place, and you are invited to join us for our live classes for free. Visit kalanayoga.com for the schedule and the opportunity to sign up. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. This class is going to be Yoga Flow, and we are going to start in a seated position. So come to your seat. You can either cross your legs or sit up on your knees, whichever is more comfortable for you. And if this posture is not comfortable, you can always choose to sit in a chair, or you can take a child's pose as well. Or you may choose to stand if you prefer. So lots of options for our starting posture today. Root down through your sit bones and stack your shoulders up over your hips. Reach the crown of your head to the sky and engage through the core. Gently close your eyes and take a deep breath in through the nose. Allow your palms to rest on your knees and sigh all of the air out of your lungs. Take another longer, deeper inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh it all out. And take your longest, fullest, deepest breath yet. Try to invite in as much air as you possibly can into your lungs. Pause when you reach the top. And exhale, force everything out of your lungs. And re-engage through the spine, lengthening the crown of your head to the sky. And just pause for a moment, and if you choose, take this opportunity to set an intention for your class today. Perhaps your intention is to take it easy. Showing up, after all, is the most important step. Or maybe you're aiming for something a little higher today. One of the intentions I usually fall back on is to just move to feel good, move to feel beautiful. Whatever that means today. Trying to reduce any of the mind chatter, focusing on long, deep inhales and long, complete exhales. Trying to move with the breath for each posture in this class. And trying to breathe in and out through the nose as much as we can, but knowing if we need to release any air or heat from within the body, we can always open the mouth to sigh it out. Gently blink your eyes open. On your next inhale, reach your arms up over your head. Clasp your fingers together. Flip your palms up toward the sky. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen through the crown of your head, through the spine. And as you exhale, gently bend to your right, breathing into the left side body. You don't have to bend very far, just enough to feel a little stretch along the side. Inhale brings you back up to center. And exhale, gentle bend to the left side. We're still warming up, so don't push yourself too far. Keep rolling your shoulders down away from your ears. Inhale, float back up to center with your palms reaching up. Exhale as you gently twist toward the right. So keeping your shoulders level above the ground, just moving the chest toward your right knee. Inhale, come back to center, and exhale, gently twist toward the left. You don't have to move far, maybe just squaring the shoulders toward the left knee. Inhale, move back to center and release your arms down to your side. Beautiful. Plant your right arm down. Inhale, reach the left arm overhead. Notice how you might be feeling a slightly deeper stretch along the left side body. Option to come down to your palm, maybe bend the elbow to get a little deeper. Try to open up the left shoulder toward the sky. Inhale brings you up to center and relax your left hand down. Reach your right arm to the sky and exhale, gently bend toward the left side of your body, opening up the right side. Peel your right shoulder open, opening the shoulder up toward the sky, maybe looking up past your palm, keeping the core engaged through all spinal mobility. Inhale, push yourself back up to center. Exhale as you gently twist to the right. Place your left hand on your right knee, right hand at the base of your spine. Maybe look over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, twist gently to the left, placing your right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind your spine. Continuing to lift up out of your hips and engaging through the core as you twist. Inhale brings you back to center. Make your way to a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Breathe space into the place between your shoulder blades. Reach the crown of your head forward. Press down to the tops of your feet. Inhale, cow pose. Let the belly drop. Look up, broaden through the collarbone. Exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck your chin, push the mat straight down. Inhale, cow pose. Look up, point your tailbone up. And exhale, cat pose. Round the spine, tuck your chin. Return back to a tabletop and join me in big hip circles. So push your hips all the way to the right side of your mat, back towards your heels to the left side of your mat, and then forward once again to the right, to the back, left, and forward, moving at your own breath pace. You don't have to follow my timing. And when you're ready, switch directions. Move your hips to the left, and then back, and then to the right. Beautiful. Maybe a couple more times just like that. Noticing if you have any little pops or cracks in your knees or hips or ankles, those are totally normal. And take this opportunity now just to customize your warm-up. You can add in some ankle rotations, maybe some neck rotations, maybe bend the elbows a couple times to warm up your arms. Maybe flip the wrists. So really just breathing into wherever is a little tight today and customizing your warm-up so you feel good for the class to come. Beautiful. And when you're ready, return back to your tabletop position. Push your hips back towards your heels, child's pose. Reach the fingertips forward. Feel space opening up through the underarms and relax your forehead down toward the mat. So we're going to try something a little new, a little different, a little fun. So I want you to imagine you're going to create a little wave or ripple with your body. So start to push yourself up to tabletop, but push yourself up with a round spine, like cat pose. And then push your hips forward until your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Bend the elbows about halfway, knees are still down, and then push your hips back towards to child's pose. Let's try that again. Round up through the spine to tabletop. Push the hips forward, push the shoulders forward, bend the elbows halfway, push the hips back toward your heels as the forearms come down to the mat. Let's do that just one more time. Round up through the spine. Lead with the shoulders, lead with the hips, bend the elbows halfway, and then push your hips back to tabletop. And we'll call that a wave or a ripple. You're back in child's pose now. Plug your shoulders back into their sockets. Maybe shake your head from left to right. Beautiful. Inhale, push yourself up to tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Breathe into the back of your legs. Press your heels down toward the mat. Beautiful. Hold this for just a couple breaths, pushing your torso back toward the tops of your thighs. Maybe pedal it out, one knee bending, pressing the other heel down, and switching a few times as you're opening up through the calves and through the thighs. Beautiful. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Walk to the top of your mat. Keep your feet hips width distance apart. Ragdoll pose. Allow your torso to rest on your thighs. Push your hips toward the sky. And keep your fingertips on the mat, or you can choose to grab opposing elbows and sway from side to side. Beautiful. Release your hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet together and lift all the way up, rounding chin to chest until you come all the way up to standing. Engage through the core, roll your shoulders down the back. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastitihi. Inhale, mountain pose, arms reach to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with the chest, fold at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, long, strong spine. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step your left foot back, high lunge, and then lower the left knee down, low lunge. Inhale, maybe use your hands to walk your chest up, shoulders over hips. Hold this for just a moment. Find your alignment. Your front knee is over the front ankle. And maybe stretch a little bit into that left front hip flexor, since this is our first time in this posture today. Maybe push the hips a little forward, back and forth a couple times. Beautiful. And then stack your shoulders over your hips and your hip over your left knee. Both knees are at about a 90-degree angle. Reach your arms up to the sky and move them down forward, crossing in front of your front knee. And then lift the chest, reach your arms up to the sky again. So big arm rotations. Reach your arms down in front of you, crossing, and then flowing them all the way back up. Big shoulder rotations. Reach down, cross the arms, reach them back and up. Hold the arms up at the top, squeeze the low belly in. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift with the chest, cactus the arms. Maybe engage through the low core. Beautiful. Inhale, rise back up. Lower your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back to your left. Tabletop position. Push your hips back to your heels. Child's pose. And then wave yourself up and forward. Round through the spine, lift the chest, push the hips forward, push the shoulders forward, bend the elbows, and then push the hips back to child's pose. One more time, lift through the spine, push the hips forward, push the chest forward, bend the elbows, push the hips back, child's pose again. Inhale, tabletop position. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Long, strong spine. Exhale, forward fold. Step your right foot back and lower the right knee down. Low lunge. Option to use your hands to help lift your chest. Stack your shoulders over your hips. And you can keep your hands on your chest while we hold this for just a couple breaths. Once again, option to push the hips forward, breathing into the front of your right hip flexor, and then push them back. Maybe push them forward once or twice, breathing into that front of your right hip. Beautiful. And then check your alignment. Check that your left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Maybe the back knee is right under your right hip. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And exhale, reach them forward, and big arm rotations. Reach them all the way back and up. And once again, reach them forward, back and up. Big arm rotations. Last one, forward, down, back, and up. Keep the arms to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift through the chest, cactus the arms. Engage through the right glute for stability. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, plant your hands down. Step back to a tabletop. Beautiful. Once again, we'll do our spinal wave. Push your hips back to child's pose to start. Roll up through the back, push the shoulders forward, the hips forward, bend the elbows halfway, push the hips back to child's pose. Once more, just like that. Round through the spine, shift the shoulders and hips forward, bend the elbows, and push the hips back. Child's pose. Inhale, come back up to a tabletop position. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Lift the hips. Hold here for one breath. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Toes point down, heel points up. Lift through the back of your right thigh. Hold for just a moment. Maybe lift the right heel a little higher. Keep your hips square to the mat. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your right foot in between your hands. Keep the back heel lifted this time. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Reach your arms up to the sky. Squeeze the low belly in. Stack the shoulders over the hips. And reach those fingers up nice and tall. Beautiful. Inhale, big arm rotations. Reach your fingertips forward, down, back, and up. Once again, forward, down, back, and up. Keep the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend. Cactus the arms. Lift with the chest. Squeeze the left glute for stability. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down. Arms come to a T. Sink into that front knee. Beautiful. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and reach your arms in opposing directions. Inhale, straighten the front leg, reach the arms up. Exhale, sink back down into warrior two. Feet stay right where they are. Once again, straighten the knee, lift the arms. Inhale, exhale as you come back into your warrior two. Seeing if you can get a little deeper each time. Last round, inhale, straighten and extend. Exhale, warrior two. Feel the flow. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Straighten the right leg. Pivot your right toes to the side of your mat. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, side lunge to the back of your mat. Bend your left knee and sink your hips down low. So a couple different options for your arm variations. You can keep your arms lifted. You can make it more challenging by reaching them forward, or you can place them on top of your left thigh for more stability. Squeeze in through the low belly, find your arm placement. Let's pulse it a couple of times. So inhale, straighten the left knee. Exhale, sink it back down inside the left knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one, straighten. Exhale, bend. Hold this for one breath. Squeeze in and up through that low belly. Engage through the glutes. Inhale, star pose. Reach all the way up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Pivot the right toes. Sink back into your right knee. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach your fingertips forward and lower the right arm down. Left arm reaches to the sky. So choose your placement for your right hand. You can place it on top of your thigh. You can rest it on your shin. You can place a block right next to you so you're not dumping any weight into your lower leg, or you can press your back right palm along the inside of the right thigh or the right calf. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, hold. Exhale, windmill your arms down. Keep your lunge. Plant your left hand down. Inhale, low lunge twist. Reach your right arm to the sky. Option to keep your back knee lifted or lower it down for some more stability. Choose your option. From here, single arm rotation. Reach your right arm down toward the back. Sweep it down, forward, and up. Once again, back, down, forward, and up. Last time, back, down, forward, and up. Beautiful. Lower your right hand down to the mat. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Beautiful. So now we're going to try our spinal wave one more time, but you have a couple options. Option one is to lower your knees down and do our spinal wave from tabletop to child's pose. Option two is to keep yourself lifted and start from downward facing dog. So if you're following me, bend your knees, hover them above the mat as a hovering child's pose, and then try your spinal wave. Round through the spine, straighten the legs, push the shoulders forward, bend the elbows down, bend the knees, push the hips back, hovering child's pose. Round the spine, shift the hips and shoulders forward, bend the elbows, hover the knees, push the hips back. Last round, round the spine, shift the shoulders and hips forward, bend down slightly, bend the knees, push your hips back, and lift yourself all the way back up to child's pose or to downward facing dog. Beautiful. If you took the child's pose option,
That's awesome. Go ahead and join us in downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Toes point down, heel points up. Lift through the back of your left thigh. Hold it here, another breath. Square the hips to the mat. Maybe lift the heel a little higher. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your left foot in between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lift yourself up. Option to use your hands for stability. Reach your arms to the sky. Beautiful. Engage that right glute for stability. Check that your left knee is stacked over the left ankle. Squeeze the low belly in and up. Stack the shoulders over the hips. Beautiful. Big arm rotations, both arms reach back, down, forward, and up. Back, down, forward, and up. Last round, back, down, forward, and up. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, gentle back bend, cactus the arms, lift through the chest, stabilize through the right glute. Beautiful. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, warrior two. Spin the back heel down, check your heel to arch alignment, and sink into that left knee. Couple of slow pulses here. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Reach the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Maybe get a little lower. Inhale, straighten and reach. Exhale, warrior two. Last time, inhale, reach and extend. Exhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Straighten the front knee. Pivot the left toes. Arms reach up to the sky. Exhale, side lunge to the back of your mat. Bend the right knee. Choose your arm variation. Arms can stay lifted up. Might be a little harder to reach them forward, or you can place your hands on your right knee. I'll flip over so you can see. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend again. Slow pulses. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend maybe a little deeper. Squeeze the low belly up. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend to the right. Beautiful. Inhale, star pose. Come all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Bend the left knee. Pivot your left toes to the front of your mat. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, triangle pose. Shift your fingers as far forward as you can, and then tick-tock the arms. Right arm reaches high. Again, you can choose your placement for your left hand. You can place your hand on your thigh for stability, or on your chin if you're able to not put too much weight on it. You can always grab a block to put it on the inside of your calf, or press the back of your hand along the inside of your calf or thigh. Whichever hand placement you choose, try to reduce the rounding in the spine. So if you need to grab onto your ribs and your torso, try to prevent yourself from hunching over. Straighten out the spine, reach the arms up, squeeze that low belly in for stability. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, warrior two. Great job. Inhale, release your hands down to the mat. Keep the lunge. Option to lower the back knee. Plant your right hand into the mat. Inhale, reach your left arm high, low lunge twist. Beautiful. One arm rotation with the left arm. Reach it back, down, sweep it forward, back up to the sky. Two more times. Back, down, forward, up. Last one, back, down, forward, up. Beautiful. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand to the mat. Step your left foot back to your right. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Okay, one more round of spinal waves. You can choose to lower your knees and do them from tabletop and child's pose, or you can keep the knees lifted, hovering above the mat for an added challenge. So find your starting point. Push your hips back towards your heels. Round the spine forward. Lead with the shoulders and the hips. Bend the arms halfway. Push the hips back to your heels. Hover the knees above the mat if you're choosing to do so. Once again, round the spine forward. Bend the elbows. Push your hips back to your heels. Last round here. Round the spine forward. Bend the elbows. Push the hips back. And end either in child's pose or downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Big inhale. And big exhale. Beautiful. If you're in child's pose, make your way to downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your right foot in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend, cactus the arms, lift the chest. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, sweep your hands forward and then down to the mat. Half splits. Straighten the right knee, point your right toes to the sky, and keep your fingers tented on the mat. You can always grab a couple blocks here to place them under your hands to make this pose a little bit more accessible. So if you have those handy, feel free to grab them now. And we'll hold this for just a few breaths to breathe into the back of our right leg. Squeeze the low belly in and up. Think about reducing the rounding in the spine. I know it can be challenging, especially if this isn't a very accessible posture for you. But just think about trying to lengthen through the spine by lifting your chest up, making space in the chest. Trying to keep your weight centered between both hips and breathing into the tightness along the back of your right thigh, back of your right calf and knee. Beautiful. Inhale, walk your hands forward. Stack the right knee up. Walk your right foot over to the right side of your mat and bring your hands along the inside of your right foot. Lizard lunge. So once again, if you have blocks, you can use them to either help prop you up or to help you find a custom level. You can come down to your forearms or use a block under your forearms. Feeling this stretch along the front of your left hip flexor and in your right thigh. Check that your right knee is stacked up over the right ankle. And here, try to relax through your head and your neck. Beautiful. Inhale, slowly come up to your palms and walk your right foot over to the left side of your mat. Half pigeon, lower your right knee down and straighten through the back knee. If this is uncomfortable for you in any way, flip over to your back and I'll show you a different variation. So if this does not feel good on your right knee, then I'll show you another variation in just a moment. Just flip over to your back. If this is feeling okay in your right knee is near your right wrist, and your right toes are pointing toward your left wrist. You can keep your right heel as close to the body as you feel comfortable, or you can start to walk it a little bit further forward. Just make sure you don't put any negative pressure on the right knee. Inhale, lift the chest up, walk your hands back to your hips, roll the shoulders down your back. Exhale, reclined half pigeon, walk your hands forward, and option to come down to your forearms or your forehead. Keep your weight centered between both hips and relax through the head and neck. If you took the variation on your back, let me show you that option now. So if you're more comfortable on your back, place your right ankle on top of your left knee. You can either stay right here if this feels like a good hip stretch, but if you do want a little deeper, then lift the left foot up, shin parallel to the mat, and you can choose to grab the back of your left thigh to even get a little bit of a deeper stretch by drawing your left knee closer to your chest. So whichever option you choose, you should feel a nice stretch through the back of your right thigh. Beautiful. Allow your breath to slow down, but still maintain focus on taking long, slow, deep inhales and long, slow, complete exhales. Beautiful. From half pigeon, inhale, begin to come back up to your palms, tuck your back toes, and lift your hips up. Three-legged dog. Reach your right leg high, bend the right knee, open it up to the sky. If you're on your back, make your way to downward facing dog and join us. Big knee circles, opening up the right hip, and lower the right foot down to the mat. Inhale, reach your left leg high. Exhale, step it through. Low lunge. Place your left foot between your hands. Lower your right knee down. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, gentle back bend. Lift with the chest. Cactus the arms. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, extend them forward, sweep them down to the mat, and walk them back half splits. Point your left toes to the sky, and if you have those blocks, option to use them under your hands. Trying to keep the chest lifted to prevent any excessive rounding. Noticing this tightness along the back of your thigh, calf, and knee. Keep your weight centered between both hips and breathe into the tight areas. Holding it here to really get the nice stretch along the back of your whole left leg. Beautiful. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands up to the top of your mat. Release your blocks if you got them. Walk your left foot over to the left side of your mat. Bring both arms along the inside of your left foot. Lizard lunge. You might need to walk your toes forward to get your ankle under your left knee. Feel the stretch along the front of your right hips. Once again, you can choose your level, so you can stay up on your palms or come down to your forearms for a deeper stretch, or you can use your blocks to create a custom level. Just notice that your knee should stay over or slightly behind the left ankle. So if you need to walk your left toes up toward the top of your mat, please do so. Hold it here, long, slow, deep inhales, and long, slow, complete exhales. On your next inhale, slowly come back up to your palms if you were any lower. And walk your left foot now to the right side of your mat. Lower your left knee down for half pigeon. So your left knee is behind your left wrist. Left toes are pointing toward your right wrist. You can walk your right foot back if you need to create more space. And once again, if you took the option on your back for the last variation, then do so for this variation as well. And I'll guide you into it in just a moment. So if you're choosing the half pigeon approach, walk your hands back to your hips. Squeeze the inner thighs together for stability. Lift the chest up. Roll the shoulders down your back. Take a big inhale and exhale. Now walk your hands forward and either stay up on your palms or come down to your forearms, or you can use the blocks to create your own level. If this did not feel good on your knees, then flip over to your back and I'll show you the other option. Place your right foot flat on the mat. Place your left ankle on your right knee. Option to stay right here, or lift your right shin up parallel to the mat and maybe even grab the back of your right thigh to draw your right knee a little closer toward you. You should not feel any pain in this posture. You should feel a nice stretch along the back of your left thigh. Beautiful. So whichever option you choose, hold it for just a few more breaths. Taking long, slow, deep inhales, long, slow, complete exhales, relaxing through the head and neck. Beautiful. Whichever posture you're in, slowly come up out of it and make your way to downward facing dog. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips to the sky. Three-legged dog, left leg high. Bend the left knee, open the left hip to the sky. Big knee circles, both directions. Open up the left hip. And then bring your feet back down to the mat for downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and have a seat. Come down to your bottom and bring your legs out in front of you. Keep your left leg straight, bend your right knee, and cross your right knee over to the outside of your left foot. Place your right hand at the base of your spine. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky. Exhale, spinal twist. Cross your left arm over your right knee as you twist toward the right side of your body. Keep the spine long and strong using the back hand for support. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Keep your core engaged as you begin to slowly and carefully twist. Maybe look over the right shoulder if that feels okay. And inhale, slowly come up out of it back to center. Keep your legs where they are and just practice a little counter twist by moving to the left side of your body. Beautiful. And then come back to center. Switch the legs. Release your right leg forward. Bend your left knee. Place your left foot on the outside of your right thigh. Place your left hand at the base of your spine. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. And exhale, spinal twist to the left. Place your right arm along the outside of your left thigh. Inhale, reach the crown of your head to the sky, engaging through the core to protect the spine, twisting slowly and carefully toward the left side of your body. Maybe look over the left shoulder if that feels nice. Inhale, slowly and carefully come back to center. Keep your legs where they are, and then slowly counter twist to the right side of your mat. Beautiful. Come all the way back to center. Lengthen both legs forward. Bend both knees. Reach your arms out in front of you and slowly lower all the way down to your back. Inhale, reach your arms up over your head for a wall-to-wall stretch. And then bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Inhale, happy baby. Broaden the knees, reach the soles of your feet flat to the sky. Grab the backs of your knees and pull them down and out towards your outer ribs. You can stay right here, or if your hips are looking for a deeper stretch, you can reach your hands up to the bottom of your feet and use that additional leverage to pull your knees out and down toward your outer ribs. Just make sure your whole spine stays flat on the mat. So if you're starting to curve up on either the tailbone or the neck side of your spine, then maybe just reach a little lower. Pull your knees out and down as far as it feels comfortable. Option to sway side to side. And then option for baby ninja kicks. Maybe straighten one leg at a time if that feels okay. And switch. Beautiful. Bring both knees back into your chest. Give yourself a big giant hug. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. Shavasana. Extend your arms and legs out long and wide. Be careful of any blocks that might be in your way. Relax your shoulders down your back and soften through the whole body. Relax your toes, the balls of your feet, your arches and your heels. Relax your ankles, your calves, your kneecaps, and your thighs. Soften through your belly and allow your glutes to relax into the mat. Relax through your fingers, your palms, and your wrists. Release your forearms, your biceps, and your triceps. Relax through your shoulders and your shoulder blades and release your whole spine. Relax through your neck and your face and allow your tongue to fall from the roof of your mouth. Gently begin to bring awareness back to your body and your breath. Taking a slightly deeper inhale and exhale, sigh it out. On your next inhale, slowly reach your arms up over your head again for a wall-to-wall stretch. Point your toes, get long, get lean. And exhale, bring your knees up into your chest. Give yourself a little hug and rock from side to side. Fall over on your favorite side. Keeping your eyes closed, slowly push yourself up to a seat and cross your legs. Root down through your sit bones. Bring your palms to your chest and plug your thumbs into your sternum. Reach the crown of your head to the sky. Sit tall, sit proud. Take a deep inhale through the nose. May we look inward for validation and acceptance. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your lips. May we speak words of truth, kindness, and encouragement. Inhale, draw your thumbs to your third eye center. May we be the change we wish to see in this world. Take a deep inhale to fill yourself with love and light, and exhale to share it with the world. Namaste.
I really hope you enjoyed your class today. If you like these videos, be sure to like and subscribe the YouTube channel, and I will be popping into your inbox at any time. I would also love it if you joined us on our Facebook community page, and you can sign up for the weekly newsletter at kalanayoga.com. Thank you so much for being here.